Happy Halloween month here at the show. We're talking Pat Mahomes and entering week 8 and beyond. What's going on with him? How much time will he miss? How bad is his injury? Will he need off-season surgery? Maybe. And we're going to get into a few Dynasty Buy Lows. It's Dynasty time, guys. One thing I do at sleeperu.com is attack Dynasty content, and you're going to start seeing a bunch of Dynasty content unfold here on the show. So get ready. Let's get into it. Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. It's been confirmed. Pat Mahomes is looking at a kneecap dislocation. There's a groove inside the femur that the kneecap rests in, and it slides in there. Now, there are ligaments on the side. We're not talking about the ligaments you may know of, the LCL, MCL, ACL. We're talking about ligaments on the side that help keep that kneecap in place. The kneecap came out of the groove. They popped the kneecap back into place. This can typically take about 3 weeks for the knee to recover enough so that they feel like, okay, we can send him back out there without a huge risk of that kneecap popping back out. But a lot of times a player will require surgery to tighten that situation up again so the kneecap isn't prone to popping out again, because if you don't have surgery, you are more likely to have a kneecap dislocation again because there's not a lot of tightness in terms of those ligaments holding that kneecap in place. So don't be surprised if there's a surgery in the offseason for Pat Mahomes. But with a 1 to 3 week recovery time frame, he might be looking at coming back in hopes that he doesn't have another kneecap dislocation the rest of the year. Everyone's going to tell you 3. It could be 1 to 3. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to make it back in 1 to 2 games, but there's a good chance that they want him to recover enough that they don't run the risk of him dislocating the kneecap again this year, because he will be prone to another kneecap dislocation more than other people until he has a surgery to tighten that situation up. Long term, I don't think it affects Mahomes if he does have the surgery in the offseason. And every dislocation is different, every knee is different. Maybe he heals. He's young enough that it could end up being a situation where he doesn't even need surgery. His knee just healed up that quickly. It's possible.
Scientology. Anything is possible. Woo! You know?
No one really knows if he'll need that off-season surgery or not. But my point is, he should be fine for the future. And that's why he is on the buy low dynasty list, because I think now is the time in dynasty leagues where you guys might be losing. You're out of it. You're not sure you can compete this year. Now's the time to go buy a DeAndre Hopkins on the cheap. Now's the time to go buy an Alvin Kamara, because people that own Kamara might have a chance to win and make the playoffs, but without Kamara this week, they're going to be freaking out. They might sell low. So go buy Kamara low in Dynasty. Go buy Pat Mahomes in Dynasty, because not only is he hurt right now, not only is he hurting his owners that might be doing well, might be possible for them to make a playoff run, but without him for 2 or 3 weeks, they might be out of it. So someone might be willing to, in Dynasty, sell Mahomes lower than they should, and now is a good time to go attack him if you're in a rebuild mode, and you can rebuild your entire dynasty around Pat Mahomes. He could be the foundation of your team for a decade to come. I have no problem ranking him inside my top 10 to 15 overall in dynasty moving forward for the future. Now, you draft him later if you can. Most times you can get Pat Mahomes in the 2nd or 3rd round, especially coming off this injury. Maybe people are going to freak out on draft day next year and be like,
I'm not investing big on a QB because look what happened.
I will. I'll invest highly in Dynasty, especially in Pat Mahomes, because I think he can carry you every single week, and I'm not going to let this injury slow me down in that thinking.
I don't know a lot about fantasy football. I know everything about fantasy football.
Mike Evans is also still another good buy low in both redraft and Dynasty. I go attack him if you can get him low. Okay, so DeAndre Hopkins, Kamara, Patrick Mahomes, and Mike Evans. I will talk about Dynasty gems, like deeper type guys to go get now in Dynasty before they evolve and become big name players, household names. But I think it's very important to talk about these 4, because you can build around these 4 guys as the core of your team. As far as the guys that go a little deeper, I mean, Terry McLaurin, everybody knows this guy is a rising star and a sleeping giant in terms of what he can deliver at the dynasty level. He's only going to get better. Kenny Golladay is already dropping big time numbers, but he could only get better. And for some reason, you can buy him lower than you should in a trade. I have people approach me every day with offers that involve Golladay with a big name wide receiver, and they're giving up more with Golladay. And I'm like, and my reaction is like,
dude, Galladay's already at the level of the player you're trying to acquire.
So it gives me a sense that people are undervaluing him. So I definitely feel that he's being undervalued out there just with the questions that get thrown at me every day. Devin Singletary might be unleashed this week heading into week 7, so a buy low window could be open moving forward, or it might be closed this weekend. A lot depends on how he does and how much work they give him. Now, he might get eased back into action, so we might see a buy low window extend into week 8, 9. I don't know. But if Singletary shows flashes of brilliance in this game in week 7, say goodbye to the buy low opportunity on him, even in Dynasty. Darrell Henderson, same thing I just said about Devin Singletary. Darrell Henderson might get an extended run in week 7. He may not. That buy low window may close. It may not. But if it closes in redraft, it's most certainly going to close in Dynasty. And I know. JuJu Smith-Schuster, you're ready to give up on him. That's the whole point here. The fact that the majority of people are ready to write him off in redraft, which means they're probably doubting him to an extreme degree in Dynasty. What's his future hold? I'm telling you right now, he has the talent to be a top 6 to 10, maybe even 5 to 10 wide receiver talent-wise. His situation blows. His situation is why you can buy him low. I'm not trying to fool anyone into thinking that he's in a good situation right now. He's not. But that bad situation is the only reason we're looking at a good Dynasty buy low situation. You can get mad at him all you want, or me.
Smitty, you're not hearing Scientology.
For liking him heading into 2019. I get it. But think about this logically. If you are actually going to argue that he is not an elite talent, skill-wise, skill set-wise, then you're looking at the situation from a cloudy perspective.
Wow.
So go get JuJu Smith-Schuster before he bounces back to any degree, because they're coming off the bye. Mason Rudolph will be back. Will we ever see the wide receiver we all drafted? No, probably not this year. And maybe things are cloudy for him to start next year as well. It's possible, but there's a reason you're buying him low right now. And remember, you're buying him low. The risk is all baked in, and the upside still remains. He has top 5 to 10 wide receiver upside for the future. He's one of the best buy low dynasty guys out there from this point moving forward in 2019. If you want more Dynasty content, don't worry, it's on the way. We're here in Halloween month, and I'm kicking off the Dynasty content here in Halloween month. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification if you haven't, and get ready for week 7.
Sleep. You. Learn about it. Woo!
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.